But the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam has said that there'll be 7 people who will be shaded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day where there'll be no shade. And they are, who are these people? The first one is a just ruler. A second person will be a young man who has been brought up in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He spent his youth just by worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 3, a man whose heart is attached to the masjid, i.e. he reads his 5 compulsory prayers by Jamaat, in congregation, in the masjid, in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 4, 2 people who love each other only for Allah's sake, and they meet and they part just for Allah's sake. So 2 people who have this love between each other just for Allah's sake will be under the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. Number 5, a man who refuses the call of a woman entices him, calls him to do illicit activities, calls him to do zina, but this man, he refuses and he says, I am afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 6, a person who practices charity in so secretly that his left hand does not know what his right hand gives, i.e. he doesn't count, he doesn't boast the charity which he gives, he doesn't count how much he gives, he just gives in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the 7th person is that person who remembers Allah in seclusion and his eyes get flooded with tears. So my dear viewers of Madani Channel, ask yourselves, are you amongst these 7 people who will be under the shade where there will be no shade on the day of judgment? So please try to become one of these 7 people. Try to become, i.e. a person who remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in seclusion and he shed tears. You'll get rewarded for that. So my dear viewers of Madani Channel, make sure you're amongst one of these 7 people. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam.
We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel.